welcome back to the Star Wars Expanded Universe, narrated by Disney, or Lucasfilm, whichever way you slice it. Legends. Today I have for you Book 2 in the Coruscant Night series, Street of Shadows, by Michael Reaves. It's probably backwards for you, but there it is. I really enjoyed this one. Is it perfect? No, but it's a lot of fun. In this book, we continue to follow the adventures of Jax Pavin and his friends. We also get reintroduced to an old character from the prequel era. A couple old characters, actually. We have Typho. Typho being the bodyguard to Padme Amidala. You saw him in episode 2. Saw him in the Clone Wars 08 show. And in episode 3, he is here trying to avenge Padme Amidala's death. He's trying to find out the truth about Padme Amidala. We also have Aura Singh in this book. Darth Vader hires her to find Jax Pavin. And Jax Pavin, while trying to lay low so that way Vader doesn't find him, is working on this, investigator case for this Zeltron. Think like a noir film. So we have all these plot lines kind of going on in this book, and it's all a lot of fun. I think what I love about Michael Reaves is that every single one of his books feels like a Bantam era book, but just set earlier on in time. Because all the Bantam books are pretty much post Return of the Jedi, right? But here, I think that was pretty much the case, but it's just a lot of fun. A lot of fun in here. Great character moments, because Michael Reaves is great at that. We get great moments between I-5 and Pavin. Dender is a lot of fun. Having Jax learn about his father from Darth Maul Shadowhunter is also a lot of cool. It gives credence to oh man, you read this story that technically took place 23 years ago in lore, and yet it still matters, at least in some extent, to the characters now. It gives credence to spending all that time reading all those books, because you've already read it and you care about it now. But overall, without getting spoilers, I think this book was a ton of fun. I enjoyed all the separate storylines that are kind of going on. I mean, I do think that Jax is he's not a horrible protagonist, but he is kind of boring in comparison to the side characters like Dender and I-5 or Singh. But it's still a great time. I don't even know where this series is going to conclude with, really. I mean, it could go anywhere. But it was a lot of fun with this one. And if you like the prequels and you like the OT, this really feels like a good merge between the two. This really feels like, we're in between the original movies and the prequels right now. And that's what this book is. And it's great. So, I do recommend it. Absolutely. 110%. Michael Reaves, phenomenal author. It's not the most exciting story, I should say. But a lot of connections. A lot of fun character moments. And I think just a pretty alright, decent story going on overall. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm gonna get into spoilers. If you don't want spoilers, time to get out. So we got one thing I never realized is that Typho is Panaka's nephew, because there's a different black guy in episode 1 who's protecting Padme and everything. He's the uncle to Typho with the eye patch, and I just thought that was interesting. This book gives so much backstory and motivation for Typho. He was just some guy in the movies, right? But that's what the Expanded Universe does. Now we see that he had a love for Padme. A secret love. That was unrequited. That just kind of retextualizes some scenes in the movies, I feel. And I enjoyed what we got with them here. Every scene with Vader in this series is absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. There's a specific scene with Vader and Aura Singh. That in of itself was well worth it. That scene, phenomenal. He calls her a dog by the end of their conversation, and she takes it. Why? Because he's Vader. But overall, yeah. I didn't have that many notes. I just kind of kept reading. I couldn't stop. I forgot to take notes, to be honest. But this book was a lot of fun. I do think you will enjoy this book, especially if you enjoy the prequels. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. It's one of my shorter reviews for a novel, huh? But yeah. Up next, we finish off the Last of the Jedi series, and then we read the last 2 books in this 4-book series. Till then, guys, may the Force be with you. Hello, everybody. This may be a bit jarring. So this is actually filmed on a separate day later after the video you're about to watch. But I had work in a little bit after the fact, and so I kind of rushed through it. And I forgot to mention this, so I'm just going to mention it real quick, and then you'll see the normal welcome back to Star Wars Expanded Universe and all that stuff that I usually do. But I had a little story to tell. So I don't have all the physical copies of The Last of the Jedi, but I do have the second book in the series called, it's probably backwards for you, but it's The Last of the Jedi, Dark Warnings by Jude Watson. See that? Now this is significant for me because I have been collecting the EU for a while, since like 2019. But I didn't start reading the stuff till 2020, but I was getting all my stuff through Kindle. And so I was hanging out with my best friend, one of my best friends. He has a YouTube channel too, which you should definitely check out. Finn Shamrock. I'll leave a link to one of our videos. We do a lot of skits and stuff, and we have a good time. But I saw this sitting in his room, and I realized this is Legends material that he had in the palm of his room, dusting away to die. And so I asked him, can I have this? And he gave it to me. So this is actually the first piece of physical EU I ever grabbed. And I just thought it was an interesting story, and I wanted to share it with you. So here is my very first physical form of EU media. All thanks to my friend. It even says, first page says Dak on it. I don't know why it says Dak, because my friend's name is Donnie, but whatever. It smells very old too, but it's very cool. And it was nice of him to give it to me, and yeah. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the review for the Last of the Jedi series, or some of them anyway. And I'll see you next time I see you. Alright. Bye.